I returned home early from a work trip to find my wife's belongings gone. She sent a text, "I'm leaving you for someone with bigger dreams." I didn't reply, just contacted my attorney. 2 days later, her phone calls started flooding in, frantic and pleading. I'm still reeling as I type this. 3 days ago, life felt ordinary. Now I'm sitting in our half-empty bedroom, staring at the vacant closet where my wife's clothes once hung, trying to piece it all together. It began when I cut short a business trip to Seattle. The flight home had me buzzing with excitement. I'd finished my work a day early and couldn't wait to surprise Emily. We'd been married 4 years, together for 6, both 29 when we tied the knot. Now I'm 32, she's 31. The first odd thing I noticed was her car missing from the driveway. Not entirely strange. She'd been hitting the gym a lot recently. But stepping inside, something felt wrong. You know that gut sense when your home doesn't feel like your home anymore. I called her name, but the silence was deafening. In our bedroom, I stopped cold. Her side of the closet was bare, not the chaotic empty of trying on outfits, but deliberately cleared out. Her jewelry case was gone. Her high-end skincare products had disappeared from the bathroom sink. Even her annoying lavender diffuser that made the place smell like a boutique was missing. My hands trembled as I dialed her number. Straight to voicemail. Then her text arrived. "I'm done. I'm moving in with someone who's going places, someone who matches my drive. My lawyer will reach out about the divorce." I sat on the bed, my bed now, I suppose, for what felt like ages, replaying the past few months. The clues were there. I'd just ignored them. She'd started dropping remarks about my lack of ambition. She'd compare our life to her colleague Nathan's social media posts, his trips to Miami, his Porsche, his beach house. I'd remind her we were doing okay, building our future at our own speed. But she'd get this distant look, like I was letting her down. The new upscale gym membership, her sudden obsession with luxury vlogs, the late nights from work events, coming home smelling of pricey cologne. I'd been so naive. I didn't lose it, didn't wreck the place, didn't call her parents in a panic. Instead, I did 3 things. Called my friend Ryan, who's a divorce attorney, snapped photos and videos of everything, and sent her one text. "Understood. My lawyer will contact you." Then I poured a glass of bourbon, opened my laptop, and started organizing. Bank accounts, credit cards, passwords, our lease, the shared phone plan, everything that needed sorting. Her mom called at 7 p.m. I let it go to voicemail. Her brother, Sam, texted asking what was up. I didn't answer. Around midnight, Emily's messages started pouring in. She clearly hadn't expected my calm response. "Jeremy, talk to me. You're being distant. I deserve better than this silence. Nathan says you're trying to control me by ignoring me." I muted notifications and kept working. By 2 a.m., I had a clear view of our finances and a plan for the next day. The lease is in my name, utilities too. She left her name on our joint accounts, though. A careless move. It's strange. I always thought I'd collapse if this happened, but instead I feel this sharp, calm focus, like seeing a story unfold where the twist was obvious all along. Tomorrow, I meet Ryan to start the divorce process. I've boxed up the few pictures of us left around, changed the streaming passwords, ordered a new lock for the front door. The funniest part? She left behind her vital documents, birth certificate, passport, social security card, all in our fireproof safe, which she apparently forgot about in her rush to her better life. That's going to be a hassle for her. I keep expecting to feel crushed, to want to beg her back. But I just feel ready for whatever's next. I'll update when there's news. For now, I'm focused on protecting myself and doing this right. Thanks for reading, Reddit. It helps to get this out. She's now spamming my phone about her documents. My lawyer says not to respond. I'll post again in a few days when things move forward. Thanks for all the support on my last post. The past week has been wild, and a lot has gone down. I promised an update when things progressed, so here it is. Remember how I said Emily forgot her documents? That was just the start. The day after my post, I met Ryan at his office. While we were reviewing everything, Emily's brother Sam called. I was going to ignore it, but Ryan suggested I answer on speaker. Sam had some eye-opening info. "Jeremy, I'm so sorry," he began, voice unsteady. "I should have told you when I saw the signs. She did this to her last boyfriend, too." That caught me off guard. Emily had said her ex was distant and cold. Sam painted a different picture. He was a regular guy climbing the ladder, but Emily left him for someone with a flashier title. That fling lasted 4 months before the guy's success turned out to be loans and leased cars. While Sam was talking, my phone pinged with Emily's texts. "I need my passport for a new gig. Where's my birth certificate? Stop being childish and reply. Nathan says you're legally obligated to give me my stuff." I showed Ryan, who just chuckled. Turns out, I have to provide access to her documents, but through proper channels. Since she left without notice, she has to follow formal steps to get them. Everything goes through lawyers now. Then her mom called. I answered and she apologized for 15 minutes. Apparently, Emily's been doing this since high school, ditching friends for those with richer parents or better status. Her mom thought I'd stabilized her since I kept her grounded. "She's staying at Nathan's fancy loft now," her mom said, sounding exhausted. "The one he's always showing off online. It's rented. His parents co-signed because his credit's shot." I spent the next few days getting organized. Changed all passwords and security questions, froze our joint cards legally, leaving her share accessible, transferred utilities to my name only, installed new locks and codes, started logging everything for the divorce. Then the social media drama hit. Emily was posting curated shots from Nathan's loft, all number living my truth and number new beginnings, but cracks were showing. She couldn't log into her old accounts because she forgot the email passwords. Couldn't get her documents for the new job she'd bragged about. Nathan's place might look sleek online, but Sam says it's mostly rented furniture. The real zinger came yesterday. That pricey gym membership, it was on our joint card, now frozen. Her social media shifted from gym selfies to rants about controlling exes, using money to manipulate. The irony's almost laughable. Then I got a text from a random number, Nathan himself. "Dude, be reasonable. Give her the documents and stop making this hard. This isn't you." I forwarded it to Ryan without replying. He's keeping everything for the divorce file. Her leaving without notice and admitting in writing to moving in with Nathan makes this pretty clean cut. This morning, I got back from a jog to find Emily on my doorstep, tears streaking her makeup. I walked past, went inside, and called Ryan. He told me to send one text. All communication must go through attorneys. Contact info provided. She stayed out there for hours, switching between sobbing and furious texting. I kept the cameras rolling and went about my day. She left when her phone battery died. I won't lie. Part of me feels a grim satisfaction watching her perfect plan unravel, but mostly I'm just drained. Drained by the theatrics, the lies, the realization that our whole marriage might have been her biding time for something better. Tonight, I got takeout, cracked a beer, and started boxing up the last of her stuff for when her lawyer reaches out. Found her old diary from when we started dating. Didn't open it, just tossed it in the box. Whoever wrote in that diary isn't her anymore, if she ever was. For those asking, I haven't touched her documents. They're still in the safe, untouched. Everything's being handled legally. Her lawyer finally contacted me. We've got a meeting next week. I'll post again if there's anything worth sharing. It's been 2 months since my last post, and what a journey. I held off updating because I wanted to stick to facts, not just emotions. Also, I've been busy living my life. First, the lawyer meeting happened. It was bizarre seeing Emily across a conference table, trying to keep up her new life facade while wearing the same outfit I'd seen in her social media posts 3 times that week. The meeting was mostly smooth until she insisted on getting her documents immediately. Her lawyer cringed when she cut him off, saying, "I'm entitled to my stuff, he's holding it hostage." Ryan calmly presented printouts of her posts about moving on and leaving the past. Her documented choice to leave, plus her public posts about living with Nathan, made things clear. We scheduled a supervised exchange of her belongings for next week. But here's where it gets wild. Remember that work project in Seattle? Cutting it short to deal with this chaos turned out to be a career win. I handled a last-minute issue while everyone else was still traveling. The bosses took notice. I won't bore you with details, but my focus during this mess caught the right eyes. Got a promotion last week. Not life-changing, no sports cars or lofts, but a solid step up with better pay and actual time off. The gym membership I got to clear my mind, turns out I love it. Dropped 12 pounds and finally nailed my squat form. My trainer, Alex, has become a solid friend. He introduced me to my current girlfriend, Lauren. Yeah, you read that right. Wasn't looking, but life had other ideas. She's an ER nurse who loves sci-fi flicks and makes awful dad jokes. We're taking it slow, but it's refreshing to be with someone who celebrates the little victories and doesn't care about social media clout. Meanwhile, Emily's perfect life is crumbling. Her brother Sam, who still checks in, gave me the scoop. Nathan's big career hit a wall when his company started downsizing. His fancy loft, 3 months behind on rent, that leased Porsche, repossessed last week, the upscale dinners and clubs, all on maxed-out cards. Emily's struggling to find work without her documents. Yes, we're handling it legally, but it's a slow process. Every job application needs ID and work authorization, and she's hitting dead ends. Her social media's a roller coaster. The glamorous restaurant shots are gone, replaced with real-life posts about brewing tea at home. Her captions went from blessed to rants about finding true allies. The turning point was last Monday. I was grabbing lunch with Lauren at a cozy deli when Emily walked in with a friend. She froze when she saw us, then spent 15 minutes pretending to read the menu while clearly eavesdropping. I kept eating my sandwich, telling Lauren about a bizarre dream where my dog learned to sing. I don't even own a dog, just easy, real conversation. Emily left without ordering, but not before I caught her staring at Lauren's genuine, carefree laugh with this puzzled expression. Later that night, the texts started. How could you move on so quickly? Who is she? We need to talk. I messed up. I forwarded them to Ryan and went back to watching a movie with Lauren. This morning, Emily showed up at my office, tears smearing her makeup, gripping a coffee cup like a lifeline. Security didn't let her in, but she waited in the lobby for hours. I slipped out the back and went to lunch. Her mom called later. She's talking about moving back home. Says the city's not what she thought. Nathan's not who she thought. I just said, I hope she finds her path, and hung up. Here's the thing. I don't feel angry or spiteful anymore. I'm just living, going to work, hitting the gym, enjoying quiet nights with Lauren, trying new dishes, picking up old hobbies. My life's not picture perfect, but it's authentic, and that feels great. Update. Just heard the document exchange is set for next week. I'll post if anything big happens, but this might be my last update. Time to look forward. I wasn't planning to post again, but yesterday's document exchange was wild, and I need to vent. It was set for 1 p.m. at Ryan's office. I arrived early with a box of Emily's remaining stuff and her documents. Lauren offered to come for moral support, but I told her to skip the chaos and meet me for dinner instead. At 1:15, Emily stormed in, no lawyer, with Nathan trailing behind, looking like he was playing a CEO in a cheap suit with a visible rental tag. Ryan immediately called Emily's lawyer, who had no idea about the meeting. Warning sign number 1. Just hand over my stuff, Emily demanded, grabbing for the box. Ryan stepped in, saying we needed her lawyer present. That's when she snapped. You think you're so clever, don't you? She yelled. Playing games while I'm trying to start over. Did you enjoy watching me fail? Was this your revenge? I stayed calm. No revenge, just outcomes. Nathan stepped up, trying to look tough. You're just bitter because she leveled up. Some of us have vision. That why your car got repoed. I couldn't help it. It slipped out. Emily flushed. At least he has dreams. All you cared about was your dull routine and basic life. Nathan celebrates me, takes me out. He's not embarrassed to show me off. How's he funding that now? I asked quietly. Nathan moved toward me, but Ryan's assistant had already called security, who showed up as Nathan tried to explain how his temporary financial hiccup didn't matter. While they were escorted out, Emily switched gears. Suddenly, she was sobbing, makeup streaking. Jeremy, please, I messed up. I miss our life. I miss you. Nathan's place is being seized. I'm homeless. Should have considered that before chasing better, I said, echoing her text from months ago. She flipped again. You cold jerk, I gave you my prime years. I could have had anyone, but I settled for you. That's why I'm letting you go, I said. So you don't have to settle. Security finally got them out. Through the glass, I saw them arguing in the parking lot, Nathan's suit getting more crumpled by the second. Emily was yelling, then trying to get back inside. Later that evening, the texts flooded in. You're not the man I married. That nurse changed you. My mom says you're cruel. Nathan says this is financial abuse. I'll tell everyone what you've done. I sent them all to Ryan and met Lauren for dinner. She could tell I was off, but just held my hand and told me about her cat's latest antics. Around 1 a.m., Sam called. Emily and Nathan had a huge blowout outside his place. His cards were declined at some upscale restaurant, and she had to call her parents for cash to get home. the lofts being cleared out by creditors. All that designer furniture, leased and now gone. She's moving back with her parents, Sam said. Nathan's ex-wife reached out. Turns out he's still legally married, and Emily had no clue. This morning I woke to 52 missed calls and a book's worth of texts. Emily had a full social media breakdown, posting old texts, our engagement photos, rants about fake positivity, and emotional games. Her mom finally confiscated her phone. Ryan called earlier. The divorce papers are ready. Given Emily's documented abandonment and public actions, it's straightforward. I'll likely keep the apartment and most assets. Her documents will be transferred legally next week. 3 months ago, this would have broken me. Now I'm just relieved it's over. Last night, lying in bed, Lauren asked if I regret anything. Just one thing, I said. Not seeing my own worth sooner. She kissed my cheek and said, "Well, you're seeing clearly now." And that's it, isn't it? I'm seeing everything in focus. Life's not about social media likes or status. It's about real bonds, self-worth, and honesty with yourself. Lauren and I are talking about moving in together after the divorce is final. Something simple, but ours. She wants a cat. I'm thinking maybe 2. They can keep each other company. This is my last update for real. Thanks for the support, Reddit. Your encouragement kept me grounded when I needed it most. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.